Hey everybody, I'm here today to make a DIY video on installing a corner bead. It's actually a really simple process and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it in this video. If you take a look right over here, you can see this is an outside corner where two pieces of drywall meet together. So we're going to be installing this metal corner bead to strengthen this outside corner. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to measure the length that you need the corner bead to be. So I'm going to take my measuring tape and I'm just going to measure from bottom to top right here. I have my length. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the corner bead to be just slightly smaller than that length. Now the reason that I do this is because I only like to cut it once. I don't like to cut it, and then it's a little bit too long and then you have to cut it again. I just want to make one cut. So I cut it slightly smaller and then I'm going to take the corner bead and I'm going to make it tight to the top. Because at the bottom of this outside corner, there's going to be trim anyways that's going to be covering the corner. So I need it to be tight to the top, and if there's a little gap on the bottom, it doesn't matter to me. That's my method. So I'm going to take the corner bead, I'm going to take my measurement. Once again, I'm cutting it to be just slightly smaller. I'm going to extend the measuring tape on the corner bead. I'm going to take my snips right over here, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make my cut just like that right there. Let's retract the measuring tape. Just like that, and we're going to finish the cut. Very, very simple. I made the cut on one side, now I'm going to make the cut on the other side. Give it a little wiggle, snaps right off. Now, as you can see right over here, the corner bead fits in place nicely in the corner. And what I'm going to do, just as I said before, is I'm going to bring it tight to the top. Now, I'm going to bring it tight to the top, I'm going to press the corner bead nicely into place, and I'm going to screw it in place. Now, before I screw it in place, I'm just going to show you on camera which holes I will be screwing into. If you take a look right here, you can see that there are many holes, but there are also these smaller holes on both sides. I'm going to be putting the screws into these smaller holes right there. So once again, I'm just going to put the corner bead in place. I'm going to get my drill. We're going to get a screw nice and ready. Get the corner bead, bring it tight to the top, press it in place, get your screw in place, just like this, and you want to just screw it in place. Make sure it's nice and tight into the corner, okay? Screw it in place. Just like that. You want the screw to just barely, just get it tight enough. You don't want to drive it in there like crazy. Just get it tight enough. And then what you're going to do is you're going to also put a screw on the other side. Now for the most part, you want to get the screws close together, okay? But if you have one screw here and one screw here, it doesn't really make that much of a difference as long as you don't do the whole thing in a staggered pattern. You want to get the screws close together for the most part. So once again, get that screw in place. I have some more screws in my back pocket. So these screws I did staggered, but for the rest of them, I'm going to want to do them close together, okay? They're sort of on the same length of opposite sides. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one right here. Make sure it's nice and tight, just like that. On the opposite side, nice and tight, just like that. Now with regards to the spacing, I would say if you go anywhere between like 12 and 16 inches, that's fine. A little bit less is okay, a little bit more is okay. But give or take, you want to go between 12 and 16 inches apart. Oops, I'm going to have to patch that up after this video. All right, working our way to the other side over here. And we're basically just going to keep doing this all the way through the corner bead. So I'm just going to go ahead and get one more down here at the bottom. And then over here. And then we will do a few more at the top right over here. So I'll hit these ones right here, at this length right over here. And then over here. Make sure it's nice and tight. Alright, and that's basically it. As you can see, we now have a nice strong corner with this outside corner where the two pieces of drywall meet. It's really strong thanks to this corner bead, and it was easy to install, and I showed you exactly how to do it in this video. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.